Hello, good morning. It's October 13 and I will know that I'm so busy but I had to do this faithfulness, spirit of the faithfulness. Kasi baka hindi ko matapos or maybe tomorrow I'm still busy. I can do a lot of vlogging on this spiritual messages. And I'm still with the spirit of faithfulness, okay? I want to share this one to you. Just listen carefully, okay? So I'm going to read example to avoid faithfulness, okay? This is the story of Abraham and Sarah. I know this by heart. Ilang beses ko to binasa, bilang beses ko to na-meditate. Kasi the reason why I had to meditate this story about Sarah is because if God give you a promise, you need to believe it. Kasi mga iba, alam nila by heart that if somebody say, hey, God said this one, minsan pinagtatawa na natin, we laugh at it and then just ignore it. No. God sometimes uses other people, okay? God, you can hear it from God that I'm gonna give that to you. Sometimes, many times it happened to me na I'll give that to you. Sometimes I ignore, I don't pray, and then later on, palapit na pala ako, namimit ko na yung mga tao who's involved in that situation. Sabi ko, Lord, hindi po ba sabi mo gano'n? Kaya nga sinasabi ng Lord sa akin, you don't believe. So, dapat we need to believe kung ano po yung kanyang plano sa atin. Kasi, if we put negativity in promises of God, it will not come to pass. Kaya sinasabi ko sa mga ibang tao, kasi sila negative kaagad. Sabi ko, no, God will bless you. Oh, hindi, I cannot kasi tinawag ganito buhay ko. Don't dwell on today. Look on the future. If God, everyone has promises. God gives promises to everyone, hindi lang po ako. Okay? Kaya lang, the reason why things does not happen is because of your faith and your faithfulness. Sometimes nag-ano ako. Sometimes, we don't believe. Disbelief. If you don't believe, you don't have faith. Kasi diba, faith is, sabi na nga, you believe in something that you don't see. Yeah, that's what faith is. Tingnan natin yung definition ni faith. Okay? Hindi faith na pangalan. Okay? Things that you don't see. Faith is a strong belief or trust in something or someone, often without proof or evidence. It can be religious belief in God, a specific set of doctrines, or complete confidence. Faith involves trust. Yeah, faith involves trust, loyalty to God, or spiritual belief. Iba naman to, sinasabi to. Kasi sinasabi kasi dito na faith is something, faith biblically, okay? Mas maganda biblically. Ang sarap nang may dalawa palang nakakaano ka. Sana nag-live ako. Okay. Sabi ng Hebrews 11 verse 1, it says, faith is the assurance of things hoped for and conviction of things not seen. O yan. Faith. So, ano ko sa inyo to, ibigay ko sa inyo example ni Abraham at saka ni Sarah. It's in Genesis 12 through 24. If you have your Bible, read Genesis 12 to 24. It's often called Journey of Faith. O yan. Alam nyo, ilang beses ko to na, ilang beses po ito na binasa ko. At saka ito po ang decision making ko noon kasi nung nakilala ko na si Lance and I'm having a good time with my uncle. So, siyempre magiging US citizen na ako. Sabi ng uncle ko, oh, I'll give this business to you. Yun nga lang, I have to live in California. Now, sabi ko kay Lance, gusto mo mag-move ka na lang dito kasi malaki itong makukuha kong mamanahin ko sa uncle ko. Sabi ng asawa ko, no, you move up here, sabi ni Lance. Nagpray ako. So, alam niyo pong ginawa ng Lord? Pinabasa niya sa akin yung buhay ni Abraham. Nasabi, di ba sa Abraham, sabi niya, leave your country and I'll bring you to a place where there's sweet and honey. Ano yun? Sweet and honey. You know? So, pinasa ko talaga itong Genesis 12 through 24. Kung anong promise. Kasi when God gives you promise, and sabi ng Lord sa akin, as you obey, always remember na obedience is better than sacrifice. Okay? So, I obeyed. So, ano nangyari? Nag-move ako dito. Nag-umpisa ako ng business ko. Pinalago ng Panginoon. Kaya, never skip the promises of God because God is true. And if He did it to me, again, ito na naman ang word ko, He will give it to you. Everyone gets promises. Kaya lang, people ignores it. So, pakinggan niyo to, ha? Okay, this is what called the journey of faith. Nangyari sa akin, ito, binasa ko to. Kaya gusto ko to i-share sa inyo. Because their lives also provide some specific example to avoid. Pakinggan nyo, to avoid. Ito yung sinasabi ko. There were times they both struggled with accepting what God had told them, with trusting that God would do what He said. Ako din, nag-struggle ako sa LA. Di ba, kung doon ako sa Pilipinas, marami kaming katulong, my mom is making a lot of money, and I can do a business there. But, I struggled that I had to go, okay, Lord, I will obey, I'm going to America. Sige, Lord, punta ako sa Amerika. Pero bago niya sinagot yung aking prayer after 6 years. Before 5 years pala kasi the next year ang aking expiration ng aking working visa. So, di ba? Example ko sa inyo. So, I obey. Yan ang first thing. So, ganun din. Within that 5 years or 6 years, sabi na lang 6 years, na nandun ako sa LA, I struggled. Sabi ko, Lord, ba't ganito? Parang hindi nangyayari. Naiinip din po ako minsan. Ito pakinggan nyo, ha? With trusting that God would do what He said. Open and close, however, in time they turned back to the conviction that God not only was able to do what He had spoken or promised, but also that He will do it. Okay? For example, Abraham was deceptive on 2 occasions about Sarah being his sister, not having the faith to trust God will protect him in those situations. Genesis 12 verse 11 to 20, tapos Genesis 20 verse 2 to 13. Instead of believing that she and Abraham would have a son, prinamis po kasi kay Abraham at kay Sarah na magkakaroon sila ng anak. That yung sinasabi nilang covenant sa kanilang dalawa. Okay, ito ang lagi ko ine-example sa mga ibang tao, don't be like Sarah. Ba't pa ako Okay, Sarah insisted on using her maid Hagar to try to bear son of promise. Hindi siya naniwala. Ito ugali natin. May promise ng Lord sa atin na tayo. Pero minsan ginagawa, siguro gamitin ko na lang itong katulong ko na lang, siya na lang ibibigay ko kay Abraham para siya mag-bear ng promise ng Lord. Pero remember, ang promise ng Lord is between Sarah and Abraham. Hindi kay Hagar at kay Abraham. Remember, tandaan nyo, when God promises you, it will never twist. Hindi pwede matanggal. Iyon ang promise ng Lord. So anyway, dahil unbelief po ni Sarah, binigay niya sa Genesis 16 verse 1 to 15, leading to much conflict and heartbreak. Kaya po, nung sinabi ng Lord sa akin na makikilala ko yung aking God's best dito sa Amerika, inip na po ako, kaya nagpunta ako sa mga Christian dating, ano nangyari sa akin? Puro heartbreak. One time akala ko nga, Christian siya, tapos nagpupunta pa siya sa church namin, nagkaibigan kami, pumupunta sa apartment ko, parang very close kami. So, nung pala, gusto niya pala yung kapitbahay ko, hindi ako. It gave me so much heartbreak, pero, napag-ano ko, kasi sabi ng Lord sa akin, hindi kasi yan ang promise ko. Oo, nadideceive ka dyan. Kasi Christian, magandang trabaho, gano'n. meron ako much better ibibigay sa'yo. Okay? Pakinggan nyo ito mabuti. Ang ganda talaga ng topic ng faithfulness, sinasabi ko sa inyo. So, nagkaroon heartbreak, especially when Isaac, the true promised son, came along. Hindi di bigla, nabuntis si Sarah. Alam nyo, ang ganda-ganda ito. Sunday, ba yan? Meron akong dito, okay. Ang ganda-ganda ikwento sa Sunday school ko to. Tsaka sa pag nagba-Bible study ako, parang kinagawa ko ng kwentuhan, okay? So, from God they would have son, okay. Both laughed when they heard from God that they would have a son. Pinagtawanan pa nila nung sinabi. Kasi nga, ilang taon na sila, 90 years old na si Sarah. Ako kasi, talagang sinabi na ng Lord sa akin na hindi po ako makaka-bear ng child. But, I will have a lot of spiritual children. Prophetic yan, hindi lang isang tao nagsabi, dalawa, marami. So, it's happening. It's happening. Marami ako spiritual children. Oo. So, anyway, that's in Genesis 17 verse 7. Basahin ninyo ha. Genesis 17 verse 7. Tapos chapter 18 verse 12. Pakinggan nyo. Despite their overall faithfulness, kala mo may faithfulness pero hindi sila unbelief eh. So they both had some hard lesson to learn about faith. Hard lesson. So ano bang nangyayari hard lesson natin? Nung kay Hagar, bear Ishmael. Okay? Ishmael. Alam nyo, mamaya, mabash ako dito eh. Kasi, pero ito itong totoo. Kaya nga si Isaac, nasa po sila ng mga Hebrews, no? Yung Hebrews. Si Ishmael na pangalan, and then the other religion, I don't know if they call them religion, Ishmael is under the Arab. Okay? Arab. Napunta sila sa Arab. Naging yun eh. Sila yung father ng Now, the other faith said that Ishmael is the promise of God. Okay? Kaso hindi po. Nakita sa Bible. Ewan ko sa Torah ba yun or sa another book nila. Siya yung promise covenant. Yung covenant. Pero, hindi po ba, gaya ng sa ating now, di ba, illegitimate siya kasi si Hagar, maid lang po yon. Si Sarah, anak niya, si Isaac. So, siya yung covenant. Yun yung promise ng Lord. Ang promise is si Isaac. Sana po maintindihan ninyo, wala po akong sinasagasang reliyon. Wala po ako. Yun po ang katotohanan. Okay? Tapos na po tayo. Yan po ang unbelief. Yan ang kasalanan ni Sarah, which kaya po si Isaac at saka si Ishmael, they're brothers. So, if you wanna do the Jews and the Arabs, they're blood cousins. Blood cousins po sila. Yeah, the Arab people came from Abraham too. The Hebrews came from Abraham too. So, they're blood cousins. May covenant Abrahamic. Kaya nga in the future when Jesus Christ comes, they will be drawn together again. It happened. It's happening. It's happening. Alam yan ng mga pastors, alam ng mga Christian pastors ko, napag-usapan, pati yung pinsan ko si Russell, napag-usapan namin yan. Kaya, alam ba, Satan will always deceive that. Gaya ng pagkatalo ni President Trump. Kasi President Trump did it already during his first term. Na pinagsama na yung, nakalimutan ko anong countries, yung pinagsama na sila. Oo. Pero marami pa. So anyway, let's keep on praying for that. That's Abrahamic. Di ko alam ang sabi. Yun. Prophecy. Sa prophecy. So many of the things commands and tell us the Bible truly don't seem physical possible, making it hard for us to believe. Totoo yan. When that may well be because they aren't physically possible and require God's intervention and help. Like Abraham and Sarah having a child in their old age, they have to wrestle with faithfulness. But in the end, God was faithful and they came to be counted faithful as well. Okay. mag-e-end ako kasi, pero mamaya, magkakaroon po ako na another vlog din. Itutuloy natin kasi 15 minutes na. So anyway, I hope you guys understand this, okay? Hindi po ako this is the truth based on the Old Testament. And I think the Torah will say that too. But this is one thing, being faithful. Okay? Yun na nga, there are things that God gives you, promises na sometimes we don't believe. Ilang years din ako nag-struggle. 5 years. 5 years of struggling because I don't believe. And I did my own human belief. Okay? Pero sabi ng Lord, hindi yan. So, ilang beses po ako nasasaktan. So, okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this. At babalik po ako uli sa part 1, part 2. Dami palang part 2. Alam niyo po, I really need to explain to you about faithfulness. Ang susunod ko na lang po yung after faithfulness. Madami pa. Ito pala. Or after faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Malaki na naman. Gentleness, alam niyo, hindi po ako pwede. I'm not gentle. Rough daw ako. Lumaki ako parang tomboy. So anyway, i-ano natin to. Kasi maganda po ang topic ng faithfulness. So, I hope you guys likes this. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you later. Babush.